Good morning, students. In the previous video, I have explained about the compound microscope, but today I will explain about a telescope. So, what is telescope? It is a device which is used to see the far distant object, and it consists of two parts. First part, when final image is formed at D, that is near point, and second part will be when the final image is formed at infinity. So today we will discuss on first part, when final image is formed at D, that is near point. D means least distance of distinct vision. So first you see the telescope through ray diagram. It consists of two lenses. One objective lens. So this is the objective lens. This is objective lens. And this is eyepiece lens. This is eyepiece lens. Eyepiece lens. Objective is large aperture, large focal length, and eyepiece is short aperture, short focal length. Why objective would be a large aperture? Because the object is kept at distant object like stars, planet, etc. So it is made of a large aperture to gathering the large light rays to form the clear image. So you see the picture, when the object is at infinity, where should be the image formed? At the focus of the objective. So object kept at infinity, light rays is coming from infinity. This light rays is coming from infinity. One pass through optical center of this subjective lens, and second incident here, then converge and meet at this point. This AB be the image of this distant object, and this image is formed at focus of objective. This is the FO be the focus of objective, and finally we have to make the final image at D. So this image AB of height h, suppose that height h is image of this infinite object, and this image acts as a object for eyepiece lens, and we have to make the final image at D. So the position of this image for this image as a object for eyepiece should be lies between optical center and focus of eyepiece. So this is the focus of eyepiece. This is focus of eyepiece, and this is optical center. So the position of this object lies between optical center and focus of eyepiece. So from this object, one light rays pass through optical center. This pass through optical center, and second light rays pass through this. So behind this lens, this light rays not meet at a point. When this light rays extended in backward direction, you see the ray diagram. Now it meet at this point. This is the image A dash B dash, final image of this distant object, and it forms at D, that is at V. And this object AB from optical center of eyepiece, this is objective of eyepiece, so it is denoted by UE, and image form at D or VE, we can write. Now the angular magnification of telescope, angular magnification of telescope m equal to beta by alpha. This is first equation. Beta angle subtended by image, and alpha angle subtended by object. Once again you see the figure. This light rays makes an angle alpha with objective. So this is alpha. This is also alpha, vertical opposite angle, and this alpha made by this objective, and this is the beta. This is beta. So this angle subtended by the image at the eyepiece of the lens. So first this is first equation, the angular magnification of telescope m equal to beta by alpha. Now we have to calculate the value of alpha and beta. So you see the figure. First in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, tan beta equal to, now perpendicular by base, perpendicular is here, that is h, this is h upon base, that is UE, this is UE, this is UE. And next triangle, to calculate the value of alpha, in triangle ABC, this is optical center of objective, this is C, and this is, suppose that this is C that dash, here you assume T dash. So A, B, C dash, to calculate the value of alpha in triangle A, B, C dash, tan alpha equal to perpendicular by base, perpendicular, this is AB, so this is H, and image is formed at focus of objective, so this base will be FO, so H upon FO, so tan alpha equal to H upon FO, and this tan alpha is also equal to alpha due to small angle. So already you got the value of alpha and beta. Now you put this value in equation first. So from equation first, the angular magnification m equal to, you have written beta by alpha. First you put the value of beta h upon UE, h upon UE upon alpha is h upon FO, h upon FO. This m equal to FO upon UE. This is second equation, where UE, this is the distance from this object to the eyepiece, this is eyepiece object distance, UE, it is denoted by UE. So with the help of eyepiece lens, from eyepiece lens 1 upon VE minus 1 upon UE equal to 1 by FE. Use sign convention. VE, that is with the help of figure, VE as a D, but it is on left side of the eyepiece, so it will be negative. So VE, here VE equal to minus D, and UE, that is eyepiece, objective eyepiece, so UE, it is also on the left side of the eyepiece lens, so this is equal to minus UE, and FE will be positive, this is minus 1 by D minus and minus UE, so it will become 1 by plus UE, this is equal to 1 by FE. Now 1 by UE equal to 1 upon UE equal to 1 by FE plus 1 upon D, 1 upon UE common, 1 upon UE equal to 1 by FE is common, FE in bracket 1 plus FE by D. Again we will put this value of 1 upon UE in equation 2. So from equation second, the angular magnification m equal to FO upon UE. So here you put the value of UE. So this m equal to FO upon, and 1 by U equal to 1 upon FE. This is FE. This is FE in bracket 1 plus FE by D, where FO be the focal length of objective, focal length of objective, and FE be the focal length of eyepiece. So when the final image is format D, the angular magnification m equal to FO upon FE in bracket 1 plus FE by D. Once again, you see m equal to FO upon FE in bracket 1 plus FE by D. This is the formula of angular magnification for telescope when final image is formed at D. Now again you see the homework. A small telescope has an objective length of focal length 144 centimeter and an eyepiece of focal length 66.0 centimeter. What is the magnifying power of the telescope and what is the separation between the objective and eyepiece? So you do this question. Hope you understood the topic. Thank you.